As you can see on the world map, the circle of visibility is now nearing the cross, which is the place in Neuquén where the ground station is waiting for the ISS. And I think that the contact time theoretically is about 17 minutes over the house. That's correct, Daniel?
Yes. We have 1 minute 20 seconds for the contact.
So, remember that what we are doing on ISS is an experiment, so we can never tell the results. It can be positive or negative until the experiment is over. So, students, don't forget to say over after your question. In about 30 seconds, the station should be coming over Neuquén. So, LU8YY, Louis and Daniel, it's all yours. Good luck.
Okay, Louis will be going to call. CQ, November Alpha 1, Sierra. CQ, November Alpha 1, Sierra. This is the Lima Uniform 8, Yankee. Copy, November Alpha 1, Sierra. Over. CQ, November Alpha 1, Sierra. CQ, November Alpha 1, Sierra. This is the Lima Uniform 8, Yankee. Copy, November Alpha 1, Sierra. Over. CQ, November Alpha 1, Sierra. This is the Lima Uniform 8, Yankee. Over.
And Lima Uniform 8 Yankee, this is November Alpha 1 Sierra, the International Space Station. We're ready for the event if you are.
Good morning, Luke. My name is Luis, Lima Uniform 8 Yankee. I will turn on the compact to you. Can I speak with the students? Good luck. Over.
Okay, November Alpha 1 Sierra. This is Lima Alpha 4 Papa Golf Alpha in Oslo. QRX for the first question. We'll prøve.
Welcome to outer space. Go ahead with the first question.
QRX, the first question will come.
My name is Alexander. Is it difficult to stay friends?
Living in such a confined space. Over.
Question, Alexander. Thank you. It can be trying at times because everybody's got different patterns of sleeping and listening to music and things like that, and you just have to work at it from day to day and understand that most of the space station is common area, and so friendships are relationships that have to be worked on each day. Over.
My name is Nora. Do you have a radar to detect small particles that could collide with ISS? And what kind of impact can the hull of ISS withstand? Over.
We don't have radar on board, but we have the ground mission control in Houston has all of these objects, small particles that are orbiting the Earth. They have those on radar. And so they help us to avoid those. We can maneuver the space station in different ways to try to avoid these particles or try to lessen the chance of impact. And so that would be really a bad day for us to collide with a large particle. We have seen a little bit of damage on the outside of the space station from small particles, and the hull can withstand a pretty good impact, and we've also got shielding on the outside of the hull of the space station. Good question, I guess.
My name is Carolina. What do you eat? You haven't got much fresh food with you. Over.
We don't have much fresh food, and I really miss having like a fresh apple or orange or something like this. We eat packaged food. A lot of it's dehydrated, so we just have to add water to it. Some of it is irradiated, so it's in packets that have a long shelf life, and so they're not very tasty. So it's enough to keep your belly full, but not so tasty as mom cooks at home or anything like that. Over.
My name is Patrick. What scientific experiments are being conducted at the space station as of today, and has the experiments been giving you any useful information? Over.
The reason why we're on the space station because we have laboratories where we're doing over 130 experiments now, and the most fascinating ones for me are the ones in the medical field where we're trying to bring back information to help us on planet Earth as well with things that we deal with like cancers and diseases like this, and also one of the things we're looking at is the control of diet and exercise with regard to bone loss because we lose a lot of bone density up here. An astronaut's body in space long duration sort of replicates an older person that's experiencing osteoporosis, and so most of the experiments that we have are looking at ways to stave off these illnesses that we face on planet Earth. Great question.
My name is Elisa. In what way do you feel difference between night and day? Over.
Because we're orbiting the Earth once every 90 minutes, we get 16 sunrises and 16 sunsets every day, and so half our 24-hour period is light and half of it's at night, and so when you're looking out the window, it can get really confusing of what time of day it is. We operate off of Greenwich, England time, Zulu time we call it, and so we operate our day off of that, and so it is difficult to feel the difference between day and night when you look outside the window for sure. Thank you. Good question.
My name is Oscar. This summer it was in the news that you had trouble with the cooling system. We're glad to hear that everything is back to normal. How did you know that the cooling system was down? Was it scary, and did you ever fear that you have to evacuate the station? Over.
Good question, Oscar. It was a little scary because it ended up the pump failed on a Saturday night. It was about 11 o'clock on a Saturday night, and all these alarms and cautions and sirens went off, and things started shutting down on the space station. So when you're orbiting the Earth and you're out in outer space and your spaceship starts to shut down, it can be a little bit unnerving, a little scary. But we got right to work, and the ground helped us troubleshoot what was going on, and we were able. It took us about 3 weeks, but we had to do 3 different spacewalks. But we got it repaired, and we got a new pump in, and we're back up and running now. And we did, for a period of time, think that we may have to actually evacuate the station. Good question, Oscar. Over.
My name is Monica. Due to gravity, you constantly need to use energy, even though you are not doing any activities here on Earth. Does your metabolism go down due to zero gravity, or do you need as much food on board as you do on Earth? Over.
Very good question. We try to exercise 2 hours every day on a resistive exercise device and also a treadmill. And so we end up, I think that probably your metabolism does go down a little bit when you come to space, but that's why we have to keep active with our exercise and resistive exercise to try to keep that even metabolism, so when we get back to Earth, our body won't be too messed up. Good question. Over.
My name is Michael. Water is lost in many ways, through sweat, bodily waste, etc. How much of the water used is being recycled, and what happens to the water you can't recycle? Over.
Very good question. We recycle 100% of our water. We pull all the water. Out of the air from humidity, and also from the bathroom system that we use, and we can use that as technical water to crack open to turn into oxygen and hydrogen, and dump the hydrogen overboard and use the oxygen to breathe. So we have a lot of regenerative properties to our water. Good question. Over.
My name is Bastian. How do you wash yourselves and your clothes? Over.
We're unable to wash our clothes. We wash our bodies with. We don't really have a shower, and so we have clean towels, like damp towels that have a cleanser on them. And we also have rinseless shampoo and soap, so we can use those to kind of. So it's like taking a bath every day with a wet towel. So it's not as good as a nice long hot shower, but it's good enough to get us through. Anyway, good question. Over.
My name is Oda. How does it feel when you return to Earth after being in space? Over.
Good question. You feel really, really heavy because you go without gravity for so long that when you come back down into gravity, it feels weird again on your body. So you feel very, very heavy, and your sense of balance is off a little bit as well. Over.
My name is Nora. Here on Earth, directions are given due to the gravitation pull, such as what's up and what's down. In zero gravity, this might not be the case. How do you give directions inside a station, and do you have a defined floor and ceiling? Over.
Okay, sorry, but the ISS come out our reach. Go on, Gaston.
Hello, Trump. Please send a loud applause.
Stor applaus til Best 73, old man. We hope see you again. Good luck from us up here in Norway with Lima Alpha 4 Papa Golf Alpha as operator. 73.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Gaston Vettel speaking from Brussels. We have shared a moment of history. Amateur radio station Lima Uniform 8 Yankee Yankee in Argentina, operated by Louis Fume, contacted the astronaut Doug Wheelock, Kilo Fox 5 Bravo Oscar Charlie, aboard the International Space Station, talking with students at the Norwegian Museum of Science, Technology and Medicine in Oslo. So, please, a big applause for not only for Louis Fume, but also for Graham in Liverpool, who has been circulating this contact over Echolink, an amateur radio network, and also to John in the United States, who has been circulating the audio also over another amateur radio system, the IRLP. Please, a loud applause and thank you for them.
En applaus til.
Now, for the international volunteer team of ARISS, including the radio amateur societies around the world, and NASA, here is Gaston Bettel, amateur radio operator Oscar November 4 Whiskey Foxtrot, sending my greetings to all of you in amateur radio terms. 73. Best wishes. Goodbye.
73, good luck.
Da gikk det jo bra.